welcome into my video. I'm B and this is a plant corner. Today we are going to do a propagation on pothos, especially this one, Marble Queen. I want to make that one more full, so we will make some cuttings on this and we are going to pot them into soil because they are definitely ready for repotting. But first of all, let me just quickly tell you that in the last few weeks I have been working on a little project. I made some repotting mat. You can find them on my Etsy store. They are available at the moment just in UK, so I apologize for everyone else. But if you would like me to send you out of the UK, please get in touch with me. I'm sure we can work out something. So quick designs. There are some polka dot, pink and white and silver. Then we've got like a monstera, green, silver and white. They're absolutely brilliant. I will show you how they work because I've got one my own. They're like a tropical one, and for the fan of dogs and animals, there are some animals one and a basic clear one, which is probably very handy because you can use outdoor and indoor. Those I will recommend to use just indoors. So let's put them away for now and let's get on with repotting and propagation. So for repotting and propagation, what do we need? Let's start with repotting. We definitely want to pot where our plant's gonna go to. For those who fancy any decorative pot, obviously soil, water, scissors if need some cutting, and in my case I've got also mat. Mat is brilliant because it doesn't make mess, any mess staying on the mat. So basically when you get in your mat, it's kind of like that. So you unfold it, put it on your surface, clip all four corners. They've got like a snaps on the sides. You want to like push your finger in the corner so that actually so the walls of the repotting mat are actually, let me move that a little bit because I need a bit more space. So the mat size are about, once they unfolded and the walls are up, it's about 50 by 50, so it's really enough space to do repotting at home. It's perfect size. Let's start with a propagation because the mat is clean now. So we've got our Marble Queen and I'm going to cut between the knots. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to make a few cuts, probably every other leaf, so I'm hoping I'm gonna end up with at least 3 or 5, so I can make my plant more full. If you want to know any tips and tricks about care for pothos, please check my last video. I will put the link above. For propagation we need some nice clean sharp scissors or knife, whatever you've got available, and I'm going to use two methods on that one. One will be just water propagation, another one will be moss propagation in a jar. Where should I cut? When is end of the stem, you normally have like 2 leaves, so you do not really want to cut straight after that. You want to give a bit more. You want to cut about 2 leaves down and you want to cut exactly, not sure you'll be able to see it, hopefully you do. I've got just one camera, I'm afraid. I'm not able to give you different view as yet. I'm going to cut right in the middle. That's one, and I'm gonna cut that leaf, the last leaf on the stem, because we will need that one. So we end up with 2 leaves now. The same here, or even here you can see that that stem start pushing a new leaf. We end up with 5 cuttings, which is pretty good, so that will carry on growing. And what should I do? I will do 2 in the water. That's from one stem. We want to put some water. I'm going to add a bit of rooting gel, which will help stimulate the roots. Not a lot, just a tiny bit, because the rooting gel is in general very strong. Then I'm going to use some carbon just to stop the water go green. So the carbon basically keep the water clean a bit longer, and with me being a bit lazy about replacing the water, it seems to work quite well. But this is just my experience, so that's going. So here we are, our lovely cuttings in the water. So that's one option, and another option, I'm gonna use just a jar filled with sphagnum moss. See, this is where the mat's coming very handy, because the mess is staying in the mat. What I like about the propagation with a moss, you can actually see how they grow. And for some reason I just got more chance of rooting in the moss than actually in the water before I kill the plant. It's just what works for me. Whichever way it works for you, just carry on. Don't change the way which works for you. Right, the moss currently is quite moist, so I wouldn't add any water. Oh, actually, you know what? I will add some water. Now this is just gonna stay in a nice, warm, sunny area. And after a few weeks, you've done your cuttings, you should end up with a very nice root system. Look at how many roots are here and how good they are. They are absolutely beautiful and ready for repotting. I made the decision that I'm gonna put those 2 together. So first of all, I'm gonna take out from the water all stems. We don't need that anymore. And do a quick inspection. Are there any rotten roots? And if they are, ideally you want to cut. I already made the mix. What I've got here, about 50-50 of standard houseplants soil for repotting, and 50% of perlite. This is what I end up with. You know what, guys, I just realized that I think I'm gonna make a 2 pots. So this is what we end up with. Those plant pots, guys, by the way, if you're in UK, they've got like a handle on the back, so potentially you could like hang on the walls. They're plastic, but you know what? In B&M, they were just £1, so I just couldn't say no. That's absolutely bargain. So that is ready. Just clean off the leaves because there's a soil of them, but that's okay. water it, and that is ready. We end up with lovely 2 plants, which probably gonna grow like crazy. We end up with a nice propagation, and I will keep you posted how I gain on. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you've learned something. I'm not a professional, but this is just my experience which work with me. If you've got any question, make a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos and updates about my houseplants experience. And I will see you next time. So have a lovely day.